So, hey guys, my name is Clara. As you know, I'm 14 years old, and today we're going to talk about children and family. And there are a lot of people asking if children should be or not should be protected by the parents, like a lot of protected. So, first of all, why parents are strict? A lot of parents are strict, as we know. And I guess we all ask for why they are like that. And the most principal thing that they think is that being strictly it can produce better behaved kids. So like in the picture, we can see things that restricted parents can do sometimes, a lot of times actually. And this is good because I don't want to live like this, honestly. Like, why someone can, why someone wants to live like this, you know?
Yeah.
And it's not just the things. I guess sometimes, I guess no, I am sure that strict parents has their limits about a lot of things. Like for example, privacy. Children that have strict parents don't have privacy in a lot of things. For example, I was watching Grey's Anatomy, and like the episode that I'm watching right now, and the girl is 14, like the patient, and he is pregnant. No, she's pregnant, and like her mom doesn't know because her mom is restricted, but the girl is passing through a really difficult like thing in her body that I don't know. I'm the reason, yeah. And I don't know. And her mom needs to know. So the doctor has to tell the mom, and like the mom says a lot of things. The mom like knew it that the girl was in the hospital rastreando.
Rastreando? I don't know. Let me check. Let me check. Give me a second. You could say tracking.
Tracking like the mom knew it that the girl was in the hospital tracking her home. So that is not healthy. And I know that a lot of people that pass through this, or they have cameras in their bedrooms, and that's insane. Like, you're a human, you're a person, you have a life, so you need to have your privacy. You need to have your own stuff, your own cell phone, your own bedroom. Like, this is the basic things in life, privacy. And I guess your parents don't give them, no, don't give it to their children. Um, so now have you realized I don't like street parent. So I'm gonna talk about their damage in someone. First of all, it is self-esteem that like some studies show that treated parents, for example, instead of producing better behaved kids, they produce kids with lower self-esteem and lower confidence, for example. And why? Why? Because they always want wanting more and more of their children.
Yeah.
So
Good.
like um, they compare their children with another children, and that's kind of really bad for that kid, you know. Um, and I don't know if I can say this in this topic, but like I normally can think that can see that a kid that is raised by a restricted parenting is more grateful, you know. They don't want to do some things, and they that the parents uh, want want that they to do, and they want to do things that the parents don't want that they want that that they do, you know. I don't know what to
Yeah,
say
yeah, I got
there.
it.
Because I'm gonna talk about it later. So the second one is the fear,
Okay.
because those children, oh my god, those children are raised by fear, so they are treated that if something that they do is wrong, they are gonna be punished about it, you know? And so then they have to think all the time if they are doing the right thing and if they are doing the wrong thing. And like, I don't want to talk this with my parents because I'm gonna be punished about it, or I don't want to go with you, for example. I don't know, because my parents are gonna fight with me and those kind of things. So I, you get um, those children are more here, you know. And here we have the pictures um, showing like uh, self-esteem and fear, like lower self-esteem and fear. And this thought, I think that's very common actually by those kids, like because their parents are always comparing themselves. The parents always want more and more from them, and I guess they always think like if they are good enough for that, if they're good enough for life, you know, for their parents, they want to proud their parents. Só tipo dar orgulho para os pais, give proud,
To make them
proud
proud.
to make them proud. So they like they live their parents' life and not them. And that's another thing because sometimes I think that the strict parents do things for their children, think about their own lives, you know, like about their past, about their childhood, is it
Childhood.
right? Childhood, or I don't know about their fears, but they don't think about the well-being of the children, actually, you know. Another thing is the third one is bad choice, because having two parents, it means that the most times of your life you have to choose what they want, as I say, and not what you want, because you want to make them proud of you. So you have to do what they want, because a lot of times you want to do something and their parents they want to do something and their parents don't want that, don't like it. So they have to do what their parents like because they want to be their parents proud. So it's complicated.
Yeah.
And the fourth one, I put just four, but there are a lot of dynamics that you can. The fourth one is bad relationship, because this kid, it will be like really fucked up, to say, and she or he will never have like will never have a good relationship, principally with their parents, because they have to lie to the parents, for example. They have to hide like from their parents some things, and that's not healthy, and that's not a good relationship. I'm not judging this those kids because
Of course.
those children because I understand why they're doing this. I'm judging the parents. So um, so they may not have a good relationship with dating or with friends because they're gonna be really insecure, and a lot of things that I said because I'm
Well,
so
you're doing
yeah.
great. Just keep going. It's your accent.
But you got it.
Yep.
So I think that's it. And here's the like the parents saying what the should children should do. It's a guy here in the image, but
But
what
let's
is happening?
imagine. Let's
Let's imagine that is a
imagine.
children, and here's a better relationship. And yeah. Oh, yeah. Como que reflexione,
Reflect.
reflect about this. Is it a good life? Do you want to live this life?
Remember that
So,
some
so,
adults.
and I think parents should think about it because they would want to have the life that they are giving to their
Yeah.
children.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta. Now we're gonna talk about free range parents.
Great.
So free range parents give always a step back, and let the children make their own decisions. So they won't make their decisions or um, improve something, improve, what's that?
Impose.
Impose something. And in the picture, we can see like a helicopter parent here and a free range parent here. And I'm not saying anything.
Yeah, this
This
image
packaging,
is
the difference,
fantastic.
the difference.
The image is
Um,
fantastic. Very nice. Very nice
and
for real.
something that I saw reading those tags in this website, I don't know, the tag and with the videos is that strict parents think that free-range parents are putting their children in risk because, for example, children can walk alone in the street, not in Brazil, but in the USA, it's very common. Here it is too. Like I have a lot of friends that go to school alone, like walking, and I see that a lot of strict parents see that free-range parents, they are putting their children in risk. But in my point of view, that's not right because they are parents too, so they know their limits. So if you're seeing that your son, your daughter is like um, and deixa eu te falar agora.
Which word?
And perigo, tipo a danger,
Danger.
danger, danger. Okay, if your son is in danger, you're gonna see and you're gonna help them, help, help him or she, because it's your kid. You have limits, you're not just gonna let them like, okay, okay, parents have limits because they are
Yeah.
parents. They know things, so that's not right. Um, Now we're going to talk about free-range parenting policies. And first of all, um, I didn't put any business of free-range parenting because I couldn't see it. I saw in a website that it was talking about qualities and benefits. But in my point of view, that's not as famous. Like putting their children in a risk is not a danger because, like I said before, parents no limits. And there another thing that I can remember now, but in my like when I was reading, it doesn't make sense for me. So I didn't hear like bad things about free-range parents, and I can see good things about strict parenting. So I think it's so now number one is self-esteem. I feel like the opposite of the things
What
that I
if
said
mentioned
before.
before? Yeah.
So self-esteem. So children with grandparents tend to be more confident. For example, they have self-esteem better than others. Um, I don't have a lot to say because uh, if you start to say a lot, it's gonna be like the other topics.
Yeah.
But I guess people yes with children, not count. I guess children with free range parents have a lot of something better because their parents trust trust them. So they feel trusted and they can do their own decisions for a lot of things. Of course, there's not like everything because parents have limits. Um, and so I think that they feel trusted by the parents, so that helps a lot. Another thing that I have therapy, and I was
Mm-hmm.
talking with my therapist about self-esteem, and we were reading a text that was talking about it, and it gave us a lot of examples. And when I was doing this seminar, I thought about it. It was like, for example, a kid did have a kid have a homework to do, and he or she didn't have done yet. And the mom arrives home and see that the kid have the, didn't have done the homework
Ó, vou te ajudar nessa, tá? Porque
and
present. Ó, vou te ajudar nessa porque é present perfect bonito. Hasn't done. Vai lá.
hasn't done the
Homework.
homework
Yeah.
yet. And so a strict parent would punish the kid and like scream and make a scene. But
Win the Oscar.
yes. And the free-range parents would like say, okay, if you hasn't have hasn't done
Hasn't because it's only one.
hasn't done yet, it's okay. You can do now. We can help you if you have a question. Okay. Um. So, what do you think that will make like the children, the kids more confident with themselves, like height or support? The
Good
second,
point.
the second one is fear. So the children raised by free-range parents, they are not afraid to try new things because their parents all they're always supporting them to do what they want to do and what they should do. And they're not afraid to show the world how they are, like how they want to live, how they feel, because they know that the parents won't be mad at them. They know that the parents will support them, so they are not afraid to not make them proud because they know that the parents are proud of them. And I just want to say something that is general. Just because I'm saying something that like the kid about raised by free range parents like this, it doesn't mean that like all free range, like all children raised by free range parents has to be like this, has to be
Yeah,
like
that's
this.
true.
Or strict parent or children raised by strict parents have to be like that. It's just a example. I don't know.
Yeah.
So here's the pictures, South team, and Brady, for example. I would be like example of Brady. So now we change it. The question that is it a bad life? Like, do you want to live like this, or do you want to live like this?
With the pictures, what do you think?
Yeah, like just look, just the color says about it. Like talk about it, you know?
Yeah.
Opa, calma. Super frente, black. And now we have blue, pink, and yellow, and orange, and I. So the third one is choices. So children raised by free-range parents feel more comfortable to make their own decisions, choosing what they really want. And they feel comfortable because their parents always teach them to make their own decisions. So they feel more comfortable like in their whole lives to make their own decisions because they're usage. I don't have a lot to say because I have already talked about like choose what they really want, about fear. So,
Hmm.
the fourth one is good relationships. The kid has more freedom with their parents, and like they don't have to lie, they don't have to hide something, and that's healthy and a good relationships. And they tend to, they tend to have good relationships with friends and boyfriends and girlfriends. And the picture. So here is the way, like, do you want happiness, or happiness? I don't know. I just love this and
I love the
I'm
picture.
gonna put this. Oh my god. And the second one is a happy family. And another thing that we all know that it's not possible someone or a family, for example, be all the time happy and perfect. So even this kind of family is not happy all the time. They have their own conflicts and they have their own problems, and that's okay because it's normal. So I don't know what. In conclusion, in my point of view, free-range parents tend to raise children better than strict parents do. Should think. As I said before, I'm not saying that always all like free-range parents are better than strict parents. Or for example, strict parents are bad people. No, I'm not saying this because their parents should, of course, their parents bad person, bad people. But in the general, their parents too, so they humans they make mistakes and it's okay. I'm judging, but I'm not judging. Um, and the second thing that I want to say is if I like talk about it with another person, like for example, my family, they would probably say that I'm prefer grandparents because I'm a teenager and that I want like the best for me. That's true, but it's not why I prefer free range parents. Is I like if we were talking about parenting, I have to think of like a parent. So, and I want the best for my children. That is not real, but I want the best for them. So, in my point of view, the best is let them live their own life because they're people, like they're people, humans. So they have to have their own lives and make their own decisions because that's life. They will not make their own decisions like for the rest of their lives because someday they're gonna start to work and they're gonna have their own lives. So parents should not control their children lives the whole time. And I wanted to put a YouTube like thank you, but I couldn't put because I don't know so hard. So I have videos, three videos. The first one is a music about street parents, and the second one is the I forgot. But I guess it's a conversation with children and parents.
Wow,
It's
really nice.
similar of the center, like the video of the center with street and rearranged parents, but it's not just parents and children. And the third one is about rearranged kids. So you can choose if you want to watch.
We do want to watch, of course. But firstly, congratulations.
Thank you. I'm gonna
Awesome.
leave here